This industry, before that, I thought I have the flexibility, I can control my time. But at the end of the day, I feel that I'm working 24 hours.
Yeah.
Why? Because client text you 24 hours.
Times 7 days.
Times 7 days. lah. So actually, in fact, there's not a lot of time left for myself. lah.
Yes.
And
So-
the weekends are burned, right?
Yeah, weekends are burned, definitely. So a lot of
But you
sacrifice
see,
need to be made.
correct. That's the thing. Hi guys, welcome to another episode of The Property Hard Truth by Nizam. Today, very special episode. I know we have not been posting for some time, but today we have a special guest, our protege. Must say that. Yeah. Today we will want to hear his side of the story as a new RES, and he has been in the market or in the industry
New
for the last 2 years, I believe. And what are the challenges? What are there days that he feel that not waking up or whatever lah. So this is a no holds barred kind of thing, but especially for those who aspire or who have the intention to go into the industry, this is something that I think like what the podcast implies, Property Hard Truth. This is from the property agent perspective. So welcome to the podcast, Geoffrey Lim.
Hello. I'm Geoffrey from Nizam Division.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Welcome to our impromptu podcast.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's my first podcast lah. So
Okay, good.
Okay.
a lot to learn.
Yep. So we have a few questions, or rather, just to give your own as a young person in the early 20s or mid 20s for that matter. And you have never gone into other industry except real estate. So first thing, maybe Niza want to start the ball rolling.
Yeah, okay. Because many people out there think that real estate salesperson is a very lucrative career, because knowing that our earnings are limitless, we can earn like 100 over 1,000, and probably you've heard a lot of people become millionaire from just commissions. And here we know salesperson, we don't have a salary, we don't have CPF contribution, we in fact have to pay for MediSave. We have taxes, but the income is a bit not everything rosy. As a person who start to take this as your career, your first career after graduation, right? What do you think? Is this the reason why you joined real estate?
Okay, the reason why I joined real estate, because I know that I don't want a 9 to 6 job.
Oh, okay.
I want a job that is like, I have my own freedom, I plan my own time. So coming from a real estate background in poly, I know straight after my diploma and army and degree, I want to be a real estate agent because I enjoy the flexibility.
Okay.
But this flexibility comes at a cost, because
With risk lah, not cost.
with risk, because this kind of freedom, you need to be very disciplined.
Alright.
If you're not disciplined, then you'll spend most of your time, because most of your time you will be very free if you have nothing to do, or you just started, you don't have any listing, so you'll be super free. So if you have that free time and you don't do anything about it, you don't
Utilize
increase your knowledge or improve on yourself, how you present and how to lead gen better, then I think you go downhill from there lah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do you feel that the first year of being a new RES is the hardest?
Okay, yeah, definitely. I mean, as a young realtor, there's a lot of uncertainty in terms of whether people will trust you. You overthink whether are you good enough? Will people trust me? Because I don't have any property at the point of time. I only have my parents' place. So
Of course.
I have that pressure to need to prove myself more than senior agents out there lah. Because I need to prove that I'm good enough. Then I can serve you well, and I can serve you well lah, in general. Yeah.
Yeah, because Geoffrey, you haven't worked before in the outside world, so you have no reference to what kind of income you can earn per month, right?
Correct.
So that time, your first closing was how much did you get? Or your
My
first
very
month of-
very first, I mean, the first closing was a shop house rental. That was not an easy one because I was still in uni while juggling my very first commercial shop house rental.
Okay.
So I was serving the tenant. So all this while, from the day I got my license, I've been drilled into residential. But somehow or other,
Your first lead is a commercial.
my first lead was a commercial. So definitely I must improvise lah. Even though I don't know anything, I must show my tenant, my client, my tenant, which is my tenant, that I know everything. So I really learn on the go lah. So at the end of the day, I managed to get a comms of I think around 6,000.
Over how much of work?
I think 4 months lah.
4 months of work.
I think so lah, but it's not an easy one because I've been going down to the shop to and fro and learning more and value add to my tenant lah, to show that I'm doing something.
Okay, so to the listeners out there, they will see that 6,000 over 4 months. Okay, let's say put it 3 months. That means per month you're earning an income of 2,000, which to some people who first time go out to the workforce, they probably earn 1,600 per month.
Okay, but to me, because at that point of time when I first started, I do $0 marketing.
Okay.
So what I did was door knocking. So to me, when I see the $6,000, even before I earned that $6,000, my savings during uni was, I think, I was doing part-time job. It's less than $1,000. So seeing a $6,000 really helped me to boost and jumpstart my career. Even though it's not a lot of money, but at least it can help me to run my cover on my Property Guru course, and also for 1 year, Property Guru course for 1 year, and also flyers course at that point of time. So at that point of time, with this amount, it definitely helped me cover all my expenses lah.
This is what a lot of listeners out there who not real estate do not know, that as a real estate salesperson, although you have this income, but this income you do not earn it fully 100%.
Correct.
Because depending on which tier of category are you in, the company will take a certain percentage out of that income. Then at the same time, as a real estate salesperson, you will have some expenses to spend on, which is your portal, your Property Guru portal and all that. They are not cheap. They are usually in the
thousands,
3,000,
4,700.
per
I just
year.
renewed.
Yeah, imagine if you don't have that money to cover the whole year, right? It's already a startup that you have to have. And then at the same time, if you have to have flyers, you have to regularly pay someone to throw the flyers and even print the flyers.
So we tried printing out first lah, instead of hiring people to give out, because there's additional cost.
So if you don't have the money to pay for all this, a lot of legwork have to do lah. That means your own energy lah. You have to put in your energy. So that's where you say zero cost.
And also,
marketing.
I think you did quite well in terms of door knocking, right?
Correct.
Yeah, I think today a lot of people out there have a very thick face value.
Okay.
So meaning, right, because unfortunately, the industry, right, are portrayed in social media as something very lucrative, branded. You drive nice cars, you wear nice clothes, but they forget that the fundamental thing, like for example, what Geoffrey just shared, it was as a new agent, zero resource, like he said, zero marketing. Actually, technically not zero. You still have to eat. You still have to,
to pay for
transportation.
Yeah,
Definitely.
And but then the fact that they utilize their youth, their energy, and their what do you call that? Their desire to make a difference by doing with their the door knocking lah.
Yeah.
So it's hard work. To be honest, if you ask me, I won't do it. Yeah, not because.
Imagine in one block will be 100 units.
Yes.
That means you have to go, let's say, 20th story, then you go
So
down.
it's not just one time lah.
Yeah.
So a lot of people think that door knocking, you just go one time, then you'll succeed.
Yeah.
Not then go home hoping that someone will call you. But what we did is keep going and going the same block, so that people know us despite having our
That's the
flyers
key
there.
words. People say hoping. A lot of people there hope that you knock once, the fella talk to you, tomorrow they'll call you. No, I think it's more than that lah. And the late nights and all that, people don't know. I think these are things that the industry is not that people don't see. The behind the scenes kind of thing.
Because a lot of people out there, they count your success only, but they forgot behind their success there's a lot of hard work. And like you said, discipline. Imagine you have to knock many blocks, right? Because the numbers game, right? You have to have like cover 5 blocks in a week. So
but that also doesn't determine any success.
Yeah.
Right. You can get all sweaty, exercise, but doesn't mean you can get any leads for that matter.
Right.
Yeah. So it's
Even
about
if they
resilience
say-
also, I believe.
And then even if we got leads, you need to close, right? You need to sell the property, and then the seller, for example, if it's selling, the seller need to complete the transaction, then they can pay you the commission, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
So that means it will take maybe another 4 months to earn from that lead.
Correct. So it's not immediate, like straight away you close the deal, you get the money. You wait
Yeah.
for at least 3 to 4 months, depending on how long is the
And the
whole
market
timeline
also,
and the
yeah.
market, lah. How long you can sell the property. Yeah. Thankfully, when at that point of time when I was marketing the area that I was selling, at that point of time the market was pretty good, still okay,
I must
easy
say
to
hot
sell.
lah.
Yeah. Highest record and a lot of buyers came lah,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
there's ups and downs lah to this industry.
So I think naturally, I mean, we've been in the industry for the last almost 17, 18 years. We've seen the cycle. Yeah, today, I mean, if you are a new agent, post-COVID agent, we call it, you have not seen the downside, down cycle. So everything you touch, be it BTO or whatever, chances people will make some money. So there's no negative sale, there's no distress sell and all that. So it gives you that motivation. But of course, everything there's a cycle. Today's the market is a bit soft. You know, it takes a bit longer to what do you call that, to close a unit. I still remember one of the unit in the northern part of Singapore. You had how many? 50 viewers, is it?
For one unit.
57, I think.
Wow, 57. Oh my
For
god.
just a
And you
3
still open
bedroom.
viewings for all of them, huh?
Yeah, correct.
Imagine
correct.
you schedule like different
That's why I
timings,
love the what do you call it?
dedication.
No, I think the what do you call it? The
Enthusiasm.
enthusiasm is one thing. The inexperienced thing that gives that you remember, you know, because you thought, wow, 50 I got higher chance to close, but end of the day, how many buyers you need?
End of the day, we got less than 20
But actually,
offers
how
lah.
many buyers can buy the unit?
But what do
Oh.
you need actually in the end of the day?
At the end of the day, we need to qualify them lah. At the end
Yeah,
of
but
the
how
day.
many buyers do you need?
The actual
Oh,
buyer.
we just need one to sell
Yeah.
lah.
One,
Yeah.
So of course, I think it's a good learning process.
Mm.
I mean, we were there for a while. I see, wow, it's the naive, the naivety
Naivety.
of which I love, because it's a learning journey.
Mm.
Yeah.
Then from there, did you improve? Do you have another 57 units?
No.
Right. So now these are
I mean, it's a
things.
good thing to the seller, but I mean, time could have been saved lah. You can
Correct.
qualify them
Efficiency
better.
lah,
Yeah, qualify them
productive
better.
lah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a learning journey. The whole process until today for us also is a learning journey,
I guess
because
it's a story to tell also.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
And it's a lovely story to tell, especially when you look back all those learning or crazy things we do to get
and
listing.
sorry,
done.
and that's the keyword again, story. We are actually storytellers.
Mm.
But of course, you don't tell lies lah. You tell stories that resonate with the people we meet, the people that we are going to meet, you know, and their stories are part and parcel of how we do our subtle marketing. By not because a lot of agents are very salesy, am I right?
Yeah.
So today the market is such that if you sound salesy, that's it. We'll look for another agent, because there's 30,000 agents in Singapore.
Yeah.
Yeah, and social media has exploded in a sense, the TikToks and all that. Now agents are also TikTokers.
TikTokers.
Yeah, but
Or influencer.
yeah, but this is inevitable lah, because the market shift. We used to have newspapers, now no more, all digital. So more exposure. But the thing is, the space becomes more crowded. So you need to have that value, need to have that experience.
proposition,
A unique value proposition is important. But having said that, what you learn in the poly or in the university, for more of the poly, because you're from the real estate school, right? Any skills you pick up, does it apply to whatever you're doing today?
Honestly, nothing I've learned from poly. I mean, helped. Okay, maybe some real estate terms and knowledge lah help me in such a way, and also the connections, because with being in this environment of real estate, you tend to have friends in this industry also. So I guess it helps one another lah when it comes to co-broking.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the networking helps.
The
lah,
networking
the
lah.
networking that you learn
That's
from
also key
school.
in
Because
today's.
a lot of learning is more on the ground, and you learn how you execute. Yeah.
True. Yeah, I think it's definitely 100% agreed, because today is not about learning, and it's not like going to university, get your degree, then you practice. This is the everyday university when it comes to real
It's a
estate.
real university.
Real every day
Yeah.
you learn and apply, make mistake, relearn, unlearn, and all that. And also the key also, you can earn. That's also the
Yeah.
so key. But yeah.
But despite all those challenges, right? What push yourself to keep going? I mean, you already about 2.5 years in the business. What keeps you going? Knowing that you actually have embarked into selling a lot of HDB and you've been communicating with HDB owners, selling and buying. I'm sure there are challenges that you face while trying to transact a deal with them.
But what motivates me is knowing that I'm not doing a 9 to 6 job. People is working 9 to 5. I must be working as hard, double or 3 times what they are doing lah. Because at the end of the day, I know what I earn. I don't earn 100%. I have marketing costs. Because some 9 to 6 job, they earn $4,000. They get home $4,000. But for me, even if I earn $10,000, I need to give a haircut to the company 90%, 10% to the company, 90% myself. Even the 90% I keep, some of it will be the cost that I spent to close this deal.
Yes.
And also not just the 90% I get home fully. I also need to pay for my income tax,
Yeah.
my Medisave.
Yeah.
So after deducting everything, I think it's the same. I mean, slightly better than the 9 to 6 job, but then we do have CPF. So I have forgot to minus off the CPF portion also. I need to save for my retirement also. So actually, I need to work harder lah as compared to the rest lah.
But that's the thing, like what motivates you? Because to me, despite we talk about money, if you count everything, right? Yeah, it may seems that we are losing because you compare yourself with a salaried worker. They get
Fixed
employer
income.
contribution.
Yeah.
Apart from them contributing to CPF, but they have equal contribution from the employer, which means that they got bonuses as well. They got medical care and all that. But for us as a self-employed or we are business owner, we have to take care of all this for ourselves lah, right? So that's why. But still, importantly, despite us so-called getting a high commission, like what people say, but these owners still trust us to sell and buy for them, right? And pay us this commission, knowing that to many that is it's a huge amount, because some of the owners actually earn very less, like per month they are earning $3,000 or $5,000, but they're willing to value our work and pay us the commission from the transaction. So to me, I feel that honestly you have been showing them good value. That's why they are willing to transact with you, knowing you are young, you're just maybe 2 years in the industry, but these owners trust you, and then you lead them towards selling and buying a new house. So to me, I think it's a very good start, and very it really motivates you to go on further, even though you have challenges along the way lah.
Talking about your first motivation, you don't want to be tied down by desk bound. You have your own time and all that. But honestly, do you have time?
To be honest, in this industry, before that, I thought I have the flexibility, I can control my time. But at the end of the day, I feel that I'm working 24 hours. Why? Because client text you 24 hours. Even
7 days.
Times 7 days lah. So actually, in fact, there's not a lot of time left for myself lah.
Yes.
And the weekends are burned, right?
Yeah, weekends are burned, definitely. So a lot of
But you
sacrifice
see,
need to be made.
correct. That's the thing. Sacrifice is, to me, is not a strong word, but I think you must have that passion.
Yeah.
Important to guys out there who wants to do and thinking just about money. I think you'll be surprised lah. It's not so easy to earn your first buck. Comes to real estate, you may be lucky in the first instance, but after that, what's next? It's always about what's next.
Right.
And the time, I think, yes, I'm not saying that we don't have time for ourselves, but it's not, we can't even record this podcast, right? More importantly, how you manage your time. Yeah, that's important. That's the managing of time is a skill, to be honest, so that you become more organized as a person, and you make time. Important, make time for the family and for yourself. That's key lah.
Yeah, basically for us as self-employed, we are business owner. So we have so-called free time, but we have to manage time and we have to manage our cash flow. So it's about discipline in all factors lah. And a lot of people say free time means good. But actually free time means
You'll be more stressful actually.
Yeah.
Also, money, you have freedom of no money, right?
Yeah, correct.
So sometimes that's why you need to balance. But that's the beauty of it. It's limitless. But then it all depends on your character and how you build your skills towards, building your career. And passion, a lot of people, right? They say, hey, I don't want to work. I want to do things that I'm passionate about, or do the things that I love. For example, I like cycling. So maybe I don't work, I just cycling to earn money. Not easy, right? Sometimes you think your passion can pay you the money.
Well, there's this saying: your passion can't be your your job, because
Yes.
Yeah.
if you are working something, if your passion is your job, because most everyone out there working on, let's say you are a banker, if you are stressed, you fall back to your hobby.
Yes.
Let's say if it's
Yeah.
cycling, but if your job is a cyclist, you have nothing. If you're stressed, there's nothing for you to fall back to.
Yeah, so it
Then
cannot be a hobby as a earning
Yes, correct.
thing, right?
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. True.
Yeah.
True.
By the way, Geoffrey is a cyclist. He cycles, and I think that's the good thing. That will be like your
De-stress.
Yeah,
de-stress.
this is my major distress
Yeah.
lah. Cycling really.
And you cycle in the morning, right?
Yeah, I
At
cycle
what
in the
time- what
morning.
time?
I wake up at 5. I cycle at 5. I start at 5:30. Then I end around 9:30, depending on whether it's a weekday or weekend lah. Weekday I will cycle a short distance. Then I will start my day early lah. Yeah.
So that helps you to ground yourself back to reality lah, right? Because sometimes when we do closings or sales, right, we like keep running for closing, for this, for that. But then when we have a thing to de-stress, somehow you become like a normal person lah. Right? I don't know how to say
Yeah.
it. But
And also
that's
today, I think when it comes to clients, also their expectations are different. Yeah, we have to what do you call that? Do things on their time, not our time.
yes.
Yeah, so there's a difference in this industry lah. So
Because our industry is a service industry, although we are doing sales, but I think it's a service that we provide for our clients. I think important the timeliness, because especially when we talk about real estate market, it can be like hype on one day and then suddenly due to some changes in policy, we are affected.
yeah,
Then that's why it's about timeliness. I think in our real estate we have to reply messages fast, act fast, and then close fast and negotiate deals fast.
yeah.
So everything is about fast game lah.
I think question. How are you feeling now? Because I think off record we were talking about today the level of stress is even higher, right? Because of the weakness in the market, and of course now is the Hungry Ghost month. Maybe activities of the real estate is not so rampant, not so busy. So how do you feel as a person, as a real estate, as a realtor today? When market is slow, is not as vibrant. What is the thing that comes to your mind?
I mean, there's definitely a level of stress like if there's no sales coming in and leads are not coming in. But I mean, there's ups and downs. At the downtime, then you see how you can make use of the time and improve on yourself, knowledge, how you deliver, how you present yourself to client. Then at least during the peak period, then you know how you can convert better and improve and cover back what you have lost. Yeah,
True.
during the
I
downtime.
think our industry is not actually, we are not selling real estate, to be honest. We are selling ourselves as a brand, as a service, and at the same time, it's about it's a people's business. So it's not about, because it's not something that the thing is tangible. You're selling property, that's tangibility of it, but your service, your response to the client, all these intangible things actually are the key things in making you a good and a great realtor. That's key today. And of course, response time. I think I always have this bug about, I think, pet peeve about response, because I think in today's context especially, realtors need to respond, not say immediate, but as fast. Because so many times I've got feedback from clients that why we sometimes get the job and all that, because we responded much faster. So it's about not that fastest fingers first, but end of the day, it's about people also wants to know whether you will be there for them or not.
Definitely, I think being responsive is very, very important. So I mean, if you are having a client that you are serving and they are choosing between agent A and agent B, agent A is replying like almost immediately. Agent B takes a while. I would rather go for agent that I can, if there's anything, I can straight away find the agent and contact them.
Yeah, and that's true because why today, although we are doing sales, but we're dealing with home ownership, and usually home ownership comes with some challenges, and sometimes people look for us for solution provider. So we are a solution provider, and sometimes they want to have an urgent need to ask us a question that really need to solve their problem with family or with their mortgage or whatever. They need us to
The assurance.
reply timely and assured them that we have a solution here that we can solve. So most of the time we are actually problem solver. I see us as a problem solver because we solve families. In a divorce, we also become sometimes we become counselor because we have to advise them outside of that involves home ownership. That is not just about money, about calculations, about
But you
finances.
brought up a very interesting point because I recently I did a class for HDB in PropNext. I asked why, because there was a class of 70, I think 80. What is the reason, the why behind why they want to do HDB? You know, a lot of them say, most say that, today you can sell $1 million or HDB.
Housing.
Yeah. So see, the why must be important. The why must be right lah. Comes to HDB, not everybody can sell $1 million property, $1 million HDB because it is, it is something just a small percentage, but it is being exploded in the media because of the fact that it's so-called not the norm, but today is a norm.
Yeah, but actually, $1 million is just a small percentage of the
Correct.
the
The
whole
whole,
pie.
yeah.
Yeah,
A lot of people forget we have like 1.2 million HDB flats, I think.
Yeah, but $1 million
so
is just
$1
that 1 or
maybe
2%.
1%, yeah.
True.
Exactly.
But that is the one that attracts the newsmakers lah, I believe.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. One last question, I think important. Would you, let's say, the younger Joffrey, just going to graduate, ask you for advice, and whether he should go into real estate, what would be your advice to him?
My response to most of the friends that I met and whether they want to ask me whether they should join this industry, I always tell them that, I mean, if you have nothing to lose now, then just try lah. Because you don't have any commitments. Unless I really respect those that is in 40s of late 30s or early 40s, having a family, starting this mid-career switch, having a family behind, so many family commitments behind,
Mortgage to pay.
I mean, for you now, there's nothing to lose. So just join. If you can't make it, or somehow or other you don't earn as much, then you can go out to your 9 to 5 job lah. Fall back to your 9 to 5 job lah. But to me personally, I feel that to succeed in this, you shouldn't have something to fall back to lah.
Exactly.
True.
Yeah.
That's
So
the point.
if you have something to fall back to, then you won't give your 100%.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
for
200%.
200%. So for myself, I mean, at the point of time, I have nothing to lose, but I have nothing to fall back to lah. Yeah, correct. So I have something to fall back to, marketing, but because I took a marketing degree, but I always force myself to know that I don't want to fall back to that lah. I don't want to have that mentality that is my second choice lah.
Yeah.
I mean, I give all in to this lah. So being in this industry, you will see that before you join this industry, you see that everything you see online is all the glamorous stuff, awards and everything. But actually, it's all about hard work lah. They don't show you all the hard work behind all these the stress and all the late nights. Yeah, the late nights. The stressful night, whether the client, whether the buyer will offer or not, and whether the seller will get another agent or not. But
sometimes
all the
so near yet so near yet so far.
Correct. So I think it's about, hard work and discipline lah. With hard work and discipline, I believe you can make it in this industry lah.
And the never give up attitude, because sometimes, like for example, new launches is luck of the draw. Let's say you don't get the unit and all that, what's next? So you cannot be
down by
We
that
cannot be
lah.
complacent, and at the same time we have to control our emotion. I think a lot of things we do sales, but at the behind the scenes, actually a lot of emotion handling of the situation, and also to me, I think for us as a self-employed person or business owner, right? although we are free to choose or manage our own things, but we cannot give too much of a choice. In fact, we cannot give ourselves choices. We just have to move forward and get it done, and push yourself to become a better person than today.
Before we end, I want to just share a bit to experienced agent out there lah. I mean, past few months, I don't know, quite a number of agents come and talk to me about challenges, about even,
how we handle things.
and also about they are in financial difficulty at the moment and all that kind of thing. First thing first, I think those who feel that most of the agents that talk to me, the first thing I ask, did you attend training? Did you attend the PWS, whatever, AST and all that, boot camp and all that? Say no. If you want to elevate yourself, you need to
Take action.
To learn, unlearn, relearn, because this industry is a constant learning journey, because market shift is fast. Market forces, determination, what determines the uptick, what will make a demand higher than supply, vice versa. So we have to be on point with this. True empowerment, which means training by the company, training whichever, this is how you fill your time when the situation on the market is low. With a lot more empowerment, we become a sponge. So that, I always tell you guys, right? You read, you listen, you go trading. Because why? It's about being able to have that conversational piece with people. Yeah, that's key. Not because, you learn, but at the same time, pick up the key points so that you can talk to people. Start the conversation with people. This is how you connect and reconnect. So, to experienced agents out there, experience doesn't mean you know everything. Even for us at this level, we are constantly going for training. Kelvin Fong's talk and all that. Although we can, sometimes I know the next slide and what joke he gonna say, I already know.
But it's more of the delivery. The more you listen, I think you will
Correct.
kind of, brainwash yourself and not brainwash lah. You will
That's
know
a
what
very
to say lah.
strong word.
Yeah,
But
you,
I will always
just
use
come
this
to your
term.
mind, then you will say,
You will sing the same song.
say the same song.
Yeah, so
And
nice.
that's one thing good about us being in PropNex. We are experienced for already since 2008. We're about 17 years in the business. And what we love about being in PropNex for a long time, we know that PropNex is an agency that is always think of our consumers. Consumers first. And about empowering our consumer out there, whether you old, young, new, even foreigner or even locals alike. Our company will always be out there to give you updates or tell you about what the market trends and all that. And being us as the agents on the ground, we leverage on the company's expertise, analysis and all this, and then get our clients to attend free seminars to upgrade themselves and also know about the market. And this really help our consumers to really elevate themselves and grow with us. Because a lot of their home ownership is not just simple thing that I have a house and then I just sleep or live in the house. It's also about how you pay the house, how you manage your finances, how you expect to grow with profit and elevate your net worth. So there's a lot of things about home ownership that our company actually empower the people out there, which I think is really good and definitely building more legacies for the next generation. So this is something good that we write on it
I forgot
as
one
the
thing.
agents with PropNex.
One last question, Geoffrey. I know I said the last question just now, but I think as a young upcoming agent, is mentorship very important?
Mentorship is very important. You need to find someone that is always there lah. Like what you say, as an agent, you also wish there's someone there to help you and respond to any questions that you have lah, so that you won't be left there alone lor. Yeah.
Don't be left
Like
hung
if you
to
have
dry.
any questions, then clients ask you, then you don't know how to answer.
Yeah, it can be a lonely business.
Can be a lonely business. Yeah.
But it doesn't have to be lonely, to be
Yes.
honest. Yeah.
Exactly.
But right, I think we have talked for half an hour, which is good. I think to listeners out there, if you like this kind of format, I think we want to introduce this format so that we can talk to our young proteges, our experienced agents, so they can share their journeys and all their challenges, so that we all learn together.
And
Because
for those aspiring real estate salesperson,
for those aspiring real estate salesperson, if you think that it's time for you to make a move, you must have the courage to change. And there's always one number to call, 96704-504. So, till our next podcast, my name is Nizam Adli.
I'm Neeza Ali.
I'm Geoffrey.
See you. Bye-bye.
Bye.